All right, what's up, guys? So we're gonna go over this over/under position. All right, Sandra's gonna help me out here, and as she's coming in, I could look to pull on this wrist in order to pull my partner into me. So as you're engaging with any opponent, it's gonna start at a hand fight. Either your heads are gonna hit or your hands are gonna hit, right? So with this, if we're gonna be fighting, normally you'd be striking into it and then you have your engagement happen, right? Sometimes you're just up against the cage or you just happen to fall into it, all right? A lot of times bodies just collide and it happens and you're just in the situation. Now, if you want to close up the gap on someone, one way is to pull them in, right? So if I'm in here, maybe we got our hands up, I look to grab Sandra's hand, I'll look to put some weight on this on a downward angle, right? So that she's top heavy, so she's looking to place her hands on something, which will be me, exactly. Now I can start looking to sink in my underhooks, all right? One of the most important things about an over-under position is to know that you're in a good solid position where you're always capable of attacking and defending, cool? So in this situation, I can either be squared or I can have my underhook leg forward, all right? And this, some people like overhook side, I like underhook side. I think this is more powerful. As I'm pushing through the ground, I'll be pushing up to lift on this underhook side. Cool? So whether you're staggered stance or you have a square stance, you should be making sure that this person's hips are actually away or closed in so you can start to attack, right? You're gonna be the judge of that. So in this situation, I'm always gonna have my head on the overhook side. So if you notice, Sandra's underhook arm is deep. There's no space. I can't even pummel on it. That's perfect. She's doing what she's supposed to do. Leave no space and make it hard for me to be able to pummel to start fighting for underhooks. Underhooks are everything. At least I like to think so. So clamp down here. All right, I clamp on the overhook arm, her underhook arm, have my head on that side, and I want to make sure that I have full control of this body. And I make sure that I'm in a good position by lifting up my underhook elbow, underhook arm, and controlling the frames. All right, so the hand fight into the arm fight into the body fight. It's basically what we're gonna be looking at over here. Cool, so with this, one of the things I wanna make sure as well is that I'm usually a little bit under my opponent. All right, I never wanna be too high over because now I'm giving up a lot of my hips, a lot of my body. So I wanna make sure that my shoulder is actually underneath my opponent's shoulder. All right, one of the rule of thumb that I like to do is I like to drive my shoulder into the inside of my partner, either my partner or my opponent's shoulders. Cool, so as I'm in this over-under position, I like to make sure that I can drive on an angle, starting from where my feet are through this person if I have to. Cool, there's my incline drive. Now, in here, one of the things that they might try to do, go around me, I have to remember that my frames are to keep this person in front of me. Cool, so with my hands in place, there's no place that Sandra can go, right? If I'm using my arms correctly, I can use my overhook to put weight on her, slow her down, keep my underhook in to keep her moving, get her lighter. This should be basically my rudder. This is what I can steer with. Cool? So in this situation, just make sure your shoulder into the chest. Cool? We're using a nice grip with this underhook. You don't have to worry about reaching so high up and trying to, but the most important thing is to make sure there's no space. So if you notice on this, there's no space in this underhook side that Sandra's doing. She's actually doing the same thing I'm doing on the other side, which is perfect. Cool? She's pulling my back, basically draping my shoulder over her shoulder, making it hard for me to pummel in. Now I can't pummel in. I would have to move in the situation in order to be able to open up what I'm trying to do. Cool? So.